And we are live. What's up, everybody? Henry here. We're jumping right into it. I'm already in the middle of a calling session. I realized I wasn't on live stream, so I was like, let's go live. Let's have some fun. Here we are. Let's rock and roll, baby.
Your call has been forwarded.
I just called you back. All right. Let's get back to cold calling. This guy called me. I'm trying to get this guy on the phone, and he just called me back. I was on the other line. We got to call him back. He didn't answer me. Back to dialing. Let's do it. Let's get this party started.
In your touchtone phone.
And here we go.
You are now logged into
the Mojo Dollar. Let's have some fun.
Press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
You got it. I will do exactly that. Let's see if we can try to get 2 leads, 2 offers today. That's our goal each and every single day. 2 leads and 2 true offers. Let's make it happen today. If you guys are new to the channel, obviously make sure you check it out. We post a lot of free content just for you guys when it comes to commercial real estate. That's what we're here for. So here we
Trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been.
got to always start it off with the voicemail. That's how it works. That's how this game works. Oh, good stretch. Let's lock her in today. What do we got? Let's see if this person answers the phone.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Ron?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Ron. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on Atlantic Street in Hackensack. How you doing?
All right.
I was calling you because my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the property.
Yeah, I don't want to sell it.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Yep. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? What's up, Jerry?
Sure. Hey, how are you? Sorry about the phone tag.
No, you're good. All good. What's up, buddy?
No, it's all good. I'm checking in on you with
Yep.
880.
So, did you get the email I got over to you from the 1031 account?
Yes, I saw that. No, it only shows $1.4 million, I believe, $1.450, something in that range.
Yep.
Do you have other funds?
Yeah, we have. I mean, yes. The other couple $100,000's not going to be an issue. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. All right, so he's going to come back here like 2/7, so you know. So I'm going to get that written up and get it over to you.
Okay. I mean, do you think? I mean, like the 2/7 is just going to be way too much with these types of terms. I mean, the reason why we were even at a cash offer was because of the of the price. Do you think? I mean, where do you think we're going to end up?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because
I don't know the answer.
For this, I mean, to be in that range, in the high 2 million range, he's going to have to offer seller financing of some sort.
Okay.
You know, I will. I can try. Look, the only reason why we even want 30 days of due diligence is because of the environmental, right? So, you know, like obviously, if we get it back sooner, we'll close sooner. And with the 1031 ticking, I gotta close fast. But for us to do 2/7, I think that we're not going to be anywhere near that range. I mean, I don't know if he'll even get a counter price wise from us.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Do you think there's a world where that occur? Like, do you think there's a world where we can get this done at 2 million?
I don't think that's happening now. I think he's not doing that deal. So,
what do you think he's gonna? What do you think is his best number? Where do you think we need to be?
I don't know the answer. I'm trying to do it, but he's telling me 2/7, so I'm trying to, I'm thinking that's the number, but I don't know. Some people change it. Sometimes they change their mind. They tell me a number, then they say, "Hey, I was only kidding," but I don't know the answer.
Okay. Well, look, you can see with the 1031, I'm interested. I need to move relatively quickly. We've got the money. 2/7 is just going to be too high to make our return metrics work. That's all.
What return metrics do you need?
A decent rate of, a decent IRR. I mean, like, I think that this building is only going to be worth maybe, a 3 and change million. I mean, I don't think it's The location, as much as we like to try to say it's prime, it's in a funky, weird spot, right? You got this tenant now that's locked in for the next 5 years, which I'm not saying is, it's pro or con. You can call it whatever you want. I wanted to change it into small bay flex warehouse and try to charge a premium. That's not going to be able to happen for half the building anymore.
Right.
So
right.
Obviously, look, I'm interested in the building. I like the building, but I think in order to still hit the return metrics I need with my investors, I think I need to be at, around 2 million. I can close fast. I don't know how much that even matters to him anymore.
It doesn't. All right. Well, look, it is what it is. We'll try. I'll come back to 2.7 and keep trying.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Keep doing your work, and we'll try to figure it out.
Do you have anything else that maybe we can do some business on?
So what's your tax-free number? What do you have to place?
I mean, $1.5 million from the 1031, but we obviously have other money. So if you have bigger deals, we can do it. It just wouldn't be cash if it was bigger deals, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me see what I can come up with. I'll try to send you other things.
Do you have anything coming to mind?
I don't. I got empty buildings. I don't have full buildings.
No, look, I'm okay with empty buildings. I'll restructure things, but if they're open to maybe seller financing, if they're open to being a little creative, a little bit more appropriate on price, we can probably get something done. I'm okay with a vacant building.
Okay.
I just,
all right.
I like good price per square foot, and I like upside.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan. Okay.
All right, Jerry. Thank you.
See you. Thanks. Bye. See you.
All right. Well, that was unfortunate. We were trying to get this deal locked up, but this guy doesn't want to play ball. He just got a tenant in one side of the building, and what are you going to do about it? He's got some money coming in now. He's happy and doesn't feel the pressures of selling it anymore. But that's why you need a lot of leads. We're not worried about it. It's just we go through the process.
Please leave a message after the.
And that deal, it was actually a listed deal. They wanted $3 million. I offered them $2 million. Broker thought we could make it happen if we offered cash. We offered cash, and the guy's countering at $2.7 million. The difference is that in this deal, I'm going to be the principal in the transaction, and then I would wholesale it out for probably 2.2. So broker's going to make their.
Hello.
Sorry, I have the wrong number. Sorry about that. Already spoke to the family. That literally it was just. Anyways, I called the wrong person back. Anyway, so I would be flipping it for 2.2. I was locking it up for $2 million. I was going to flip it for 2.2 million. So much higher on my end. It's not going to make much sense. Let the broker make their commission. I don't really care. I'm not after their broker commission on those deals. I want the broker to make money. Sometimes I'll be the broker. It depends on the situation. In that situation, I think it was worth easily 2.2, maybe 2.3. Hey, Ernesto.
Again, press any key to continue.
Yeah, so we're going to keep on cruising. Let's see what we can pick up today. We want 2 good seller leads and 2 offers written. That's what we want today. That's our goal. We're going to go right up till about 11:50. So we got about an hour. See what we can make happen today. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Oof. Good stretch here. Let's go. Ooh, that was a nice crack. Oh, 2 of them back to back. Whew. Nice. Hello, Theodore.
Yes. Press any key to continue.
I will press any key to continue. It will be the button end. Next. Let's see what we got today. Make sure you get your prospecting in.
Available at the tone.
Every day, a couple hours a day, every day. Just generate 2 seller leads a day. If you do 2 seller leads a day, 2 offers a day, it keeps the financial worries away. So just stay focused, stay driven. Cape Cod today. We like to see it, Steve. Nice. Yeah, I'm in beautiful, sunny South Beach, Miami. And we're prospecting on a beautiful day. Let's see what we can make happen. Hey, Theodore? Miss Pearson?
No, he's not home. Yes.
Yeah, hi, my name is Henry. I was calling you about the property that you and the family own on Astro Place in Rockaway. How you doing?
Yeah, we run our business from that property.
Oh, you do.
Just
Gotcha.
selling it.
You got it. Okay, that
Okay.
makes sense. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
I literally have a note saying I've spoken to them already, so all good. Cloudy Jersey City. I can't say that I feel bad for you, Alexander. I can't say I feel bad. You know, listen, Jersey has a special place in my heart, but it doesn't mean I need to live there. Right?
All calls are recorded for quality.
Just think
assurance and
about it.
training
It's like, you know, I can live in beautiful South Beach, Miami. I can, you know, go outside in the beautiful warmth. You know, I'm blocks from the beach. I'm right on the bay. I live on the bay. It's the most beautiful area in the world. I absolutely love it here. We're only, but it's not a family. Really, it's not really a family area. So we're moving to Coral Gables. Hello, I was looking for David.
Wrong person.
Wrong number. Sorry about that. Have a great day.
Okay.
So, Raji, we're moving to Coral Gables at the end of the month. Very excited. Just got a house, and very, very excited about that. Coral Gables, awesome, super, super beautiful. A little bit more family friendly. Going to a great neighborhood. Super excited about that. Wife's super happy.
Continue.
You know, life is one of those weird things, right? Where like, you know, earlier on in my career, on my come up, I was like, you know, I can't, you know, I want to live on the water. That was my dream. And I thought I'd get this big, beautiful house on the water one day. And it's like, I live on the water now. And it's kind of surreal. Like I didn't think it would happen this fast. You know, to live on the water here, like I'm in a beautiful, nice, you know, condo building.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, David.
No, I just gave the wrong number.
Wrong number. Sorry about that. Have a great day. Yeah, we're in a nice condo building. It's like, it's nice here, right? Like I like it a lot, but at the same time, it's not really super family friendly.
973.
You know, it's okay. But I mean, look, I like it. It is surreal. I mean, it's like one of those things where like you have these dreams when you're young, right? Of like driving the nice car or the nice watch or whatever it is, or the house or the whatever, the vacation or whatever. And then you achieve like some level of it, right? Like, and maybe it doesn't look the exact same way you thought it would look. Maybe it doesn't feel the same way you thought it would feel. But it's definitely pretty cool to see it and experience it in the meantime. So it's like, and then you realize certain things don't matter, right? You realize certain things in life, you know, the nice things that you always thought that would make you happy don't actually make you happy, right? And so it's like what makes me happy is spending time with my family and you know, spending time with good people. Like I like working out, I like shooting guns, I like spending time with my family, and that makes me happy. Right. So like the more I get to do that, the happier I'll be. And it's like in every other waking moment that I'm not doing those things, I'm working. Right. And I agree. We're excited. We're about to start a family. We're trying to start a family. That's our next mission as a unit. And I have some kids. So like, you know, like I'm going to want to spend a lot of time with them. Right. So like for me, it's like, it's not about buying the next watch. It's not buying the next car. It's not getting the next house. It's, you know, I want to, hey, Rosa.
Who's calling?
Yeah, hi, my name is Henry. I was calling you and Rocco about a building on Highway 46. How you doing?
I'm fine, but I'll let you talk to my husband. Hold on.
Yeah, thanks.
Can't talk right now. Okay, he's on the phone. He's on the other line. What is, you want him to call you back? Or
Sure. If you can call me back, that'd be great.
call back in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. You got
Okay,
it.
the
Thank
number
you.
that you just called? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye.
We'll call back in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's right. Teach them commercial real estate at a young age. I'm going to want to spend time with my kids. I'm going to want to, like the reason why we all work so hard, reason why I work so hard personally is just for my kids. Hey, Mike. And I don't even have kids yet, but I'm doing what I'm doing now so that I can set them up for a great future. Like I want my kids to grow up a little bit differently than me. And I I grew up in a decent upbringing. I didn't have one of those crazy stories where grew up in the slums or something like that. I grew up in an upper middle class family. I mean, there was a lot of emotional trauma from certain things. I was depressed at a young age. I didn't fit in anywhere I went. I was suicidal by the age of 9. Attempted on my life 3 times. Thankfully, the good graces of God never let me do the job. And I've had friends in my life, like my buddy Andrew here, who have taken their life. Hey, Dan. Hey, Don.
Again, press any key to continue.
And it's crazy. And he's not the only one in my life that's happened to. And so it's like, I do what I do here because I want to make sure that happiness is decently up on my list. And I think maybe it's more fulfillment, right? I wouldn't say, I don't know about happiness specifically, because I don't know if it's more of a fulfillment factor, right? I don't think that people don't have to say selling real estate, selling real estate doesn't make me happy. It really doesn't make me happy. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't anger me. It doesn't piss me off. It doesn't upset me. Okay. But it's not like something where it doesn't make me happy to sell real estate. What it gives me, the result that it creates gives me the ability to create more happiness in my life. Right. The time freedom of it, the money, obviously, and financial freedom it creates to create more memories with my family. That's what it creates. And that's why I do it. Right. I think in any vehicle, anyone here can choose any vehicle.
If you're not a robocaller, please enter the number 95.
95. I think you could choose any vehicle.
Thank you.
Right?
Connecting your call.
I think anyone here could choose any vehicle and become very successful. I think real estate was just the vehicle I chose. Right? I don't think it's the only one. But, choose your vehicle and go to the end of the moon or wherever it is. Go to the end of the earth. Go, do everything you possibly can and be successful. I think people just give up too soon. I think people don't give it enough time to let the compound effect take place, right? I think that people think that it's supposed to happen sooner. Hey, Martin?
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, hi, Martin. My name is Henry. I was calling you about a building you own on Whitaker Street in Riverside. How you doing?
You called twice in a row? Didn't you get the message when I did it the first time?
I don't think we've ever spoken before. Okay. Should I call him back? I'm not in a feisty mood today, or I would call him back. He's on my record. My team will call him. And I just think most people don't give it enough time to just let things take place, right? Growing a business, a sizable business, takes a couple of years. And a couple of years is relative, right? Hey, Glenn. Hello, this is Henry.
Yeah, hi. Frank?
Yeah, sorry, it's Henry. I just called you and your wife, right?
Right.
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay, what's about?
I was calling you about one of the buildings you have. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up your information. The reason why I was calling you is that my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange. And I was calling you about your building you have on Highway 46 in Fairfield. And I was just curious if you'd be at all open to the idea of selling the building for the right price.
I tell you, I have the guy that owns the property right next to it that sends the real estate agents about 3 times a month.
LOL, that's pretty.
And as it is right now, he even made a proposal to incorporate all the 3 properties and put up buildings, everything like that. I don't want to do it right now, honestly. Even if you have a good exchange to make it, I know what I have, but I don't know what I'm going to get. So
I'm just, do you occupy the building or do you?
No, I rent it.
Okay. Is it just that you haven't gotten the right price for it yet?
Well, I have gotten over 3 so far.
Over 3 million?
Yeah. The last one that I got about 2 weeks ago was at 3.2, and I said it's not for sale right now.
Any reason why you're holding out? I mean, 3.2 million is a crazy good number.
I understand, but who do you think is going to get most of the money? Unless you do an exchange, like you said.
Yeah. No, I guess you just give it to the kids and the kids get a stepped up basis.
Right. I mean,
That makes sense.
They're rented and I get a good income out of it.
No,
At
that's
this point in time, if I didn't get rich until now, I'm not going to get rich in the future.
that makes sense to me. I think you're making the right decision, Rocco.
All right, you have a good day. Okay?
You as well,
Thank
my
you for
friend.
interest.
Thank you. Of course.
Give me a call in the future. Things you never know.
Okay. You got it. I will. Thank you.
Stay well. Bye-bye.
Stay well. Bye-bye. I normally don't ever answer phone calls, but I recognized his number on the callback. Yeah. I think too many people think that like things are going to happen faster than they really should or really could or even do, right? Like, growing a sizable business, even making several $100,000 a year. You can make 100 or several $100,000 a year in about 24 months. I think anybody can do that.
Well, I tried to connect you.
I think any business, you can make a couple $100,000 a year in a couple months. In 24 months. Okay. In a 2-year period of time, I think anybody can go from making nothing in an industry to a few $100,000 a year. I think that's possible. I think a very few amount of people can go from nothing to making $1 million or more, or a few million, in a short period of time. Like, you're not going to do that. Most people are not going to do that in 24 months, let alone 5 years, right? Some people can. I think 5 years is probably good enough runway.
I'm good.
Yeah. Hi, is this Aldo?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Aldo. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the building of on Hayward Avenue in Carteret. How you doing?
Yeah, not interested, Henry. Thank you very
Not
much.
interested. All right. Do you have any other properties you might be open to selling besides this one?
I'm good, thanks.
You're good. Okay. I respect it. Thanks so much. It's a nice building too. I like that one. We'll follow up. But I think like very few people are actually going to make in their look, here's the craziest part, right? I think every single person has the capability, at least in America. I mean, outside of America, I know that's a little bit more difficult. But if you're in America, I think just about every person can earn $1 million. Now, here's an interesting thing. It's just the time frame in which you do it, right? Like, I think everyone can earn $1 million. Some take 40 years.
Hello, we are not
right? And then others can do it in a week here, right? Or in a day. I mean, Elon Musk's make several million a day, right? Or tens of millions in a day, right? It's just a matter about how fast you can earn it, right? And I think too many people get caught up in thinking that it's supposed to happen fast.
May I help you?
Looking for Mitchell Hirsch, please.
He's not in yet. I could take your number if you like to call him back, but he's not in yet.
What time should I call back? Like a half hour?
Yeah, I would call back around noon.
Call back around noon. Okay, I'll do exactly that. Thank you so much.
No problem. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Call him back. You know, and it's like, guys, like I'm in this industry 10 freaking years, right? It took me, you know, our first $1 million year in GCI, it took me almost, you know, the tail end of 3 years, right? Yeah, starting my 4th year, right, in a total full year. So, and that's total GCI, right? That doesn't mean net. That doesn't mean net at all, right? Like that, you know, to net $1 million is way more difficult than people realize. Because, like, again, to grow that big. Hey, Rob.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I was looking for Mr. Ferris.
Oh, no, he's not in.
Is there a better time I should call back?
Let's try to. He'll be back in a few days.
Okay, I'll call back in a few days. Thanks so much.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
All these people not in today. Right? It's like, guys, netting $1 million a year, unless, like, look, I think anybody can do it in commercial real estate. You have the capability because the vehicle is great. But selling 10 properties at $100,000, right? Like here, that's not enough.
What's going on?
Yeah, hi, I was looking for Victor, please.
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, sure. My name is Henry, and I was calling him about a property he has in Perth Amboy.
Okay. Okay, you have a wrong number.
Wrong number. Thanks so much. So I think that not enough people given enough time, right?
Thank you for calling Korea.
Let's log my this person in real quick. 1 minute. Got my team reaching out to me because I got.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Drop a voicemail.
Thank you for calling Landers.
I'm having this issue with my team, but anyways, just they can't get access to something. Anyways, so it's like the only recommendation I have for a lot of you guys is to realize, like, in order to make $1 million a year, right? First off, you're probably going to need a team, right? Period. You're just probably going to need a team. Also, need to check yourself as to like why you need to make over $1 million a year. Right. The lifestyle I desire for myself and for my family requires several $1 million a year. Like that's my lifestyle that I desire, that I know my capabilities are making. I need to make probably somewhere around net of $6 million a year, $500,000 a month, puts us in a place where, you know, I'll be able to afford my life at like probably $3 million net a year. Hey, Derek.
Thank you for calling Gerard.
But again, like I want my kids, you know, my kids are going to be going to private schools. I want to have at least 4 kids, nannies, the type of house we want, the types of cars I want to drive. Yeah, I'm looking for Frederick, please.
Fred's not here.
Do I have the wrong number or is it?
Well, are you looking for the owner?
Yes, please.
Yeah. No, he doesn't come in.
Got it. Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I know who he is. He's big time. He's not selling his properties. We've called him before. Anyway, so it's like, I know the lifestyle I desire because I have some friends that make, I mean, absurd money, absurd, tens of millions a year. And they tell me about what their lifestyle costs them every year. And most of them, yeah. Hey, Derek.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, Derek. Can you hear me?
Not well, is it?
Okay. My name is Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Lexington Avenue in East Brunswick. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, so like a lot of my friends, they say that they spend 2.5 and 6 million a year. So 2.5 to 6 million a year. And I mean, these are from very, very successful people. So they're like, you know, every single one of them has told me they spend between 2.5 and about 6 million a year. That includes the types of crazy houses that they live in, the vacations they take, hey, Ray. Good chat. The crazy vacations they take, flying private, even owning a jet, right? Like the crazy cars they have, I mean, everything that they do, right? So around 2.5, so about 200 to 500,000 a month, roughly, is the range that I keep hearing. So that being said, I'm like, okay, well, clearly, like this is the lifestyles that I can see possible for myself. I need to achieve these types of numbers, which means, by the way, I'm probably going to have to earn something like 5x that in revenue. Hi, Melissa. I was looking for Douglas, please.
Can I tell Douglas who's calling?
Sure. My name is Henry, and I was calling him about a property on Boston Avenue.
Okay, I'm going to see if his secretary's available. Hold on, please.
Yep. So it's like in order to net that much money, I'll probably have to earn somewhere between 3 and 10 times that number, right? So if I want to net $6 million a year, I'm going to have to earn between 18 million.
Can you tell me what company you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from a company called Ironstone Capital.
Okay, hold on, please.
Thank you. So 18 and like 60 million a year, right? Like I got to earn somewhere in that range in order to net $6 million a year in this business, right? So keep in mind that, unless I want to change what my goals are and the way I want to live, right? Like I need to be shooting for that range, right? Like, so again, same thing for you. If you want to make $100,000 a year, you probably can do that on your own. You can net.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Hi. I was looking for Douglas, please.
He's not available right now. Can I take a message?
Sure. My name is Henry, Henry. My direct line is 908-216-6532. And I was calling him about a building he has on Boston Avenue. When he has a chance, he can just call me back.
Okay. And you're looking for what?
I was calling him about a personal matter on the building on Boston Avenue in Egg Harbor.
A personal matter?
Yes, on the building, correct.
Is there anything I could do to like pass you through to our comptroller or something?
No, it's more of a personal thing. He'd have to be on the phone. Your comptroller's not going to be able to do much.
Okay.
Is there like a better time I should call back? I mean, I don't.
Do you live in? I'm trying to get all the information I need for my boss. Do you live in the area? What's?
No, I run an investment company just like Doug, and I'm looking at selling a few properties, and I'd like to see if he might sell a few properties. So I'm trying to get an idea of what the situation is.
So you're calling about the Lexington properties. You do know there is a business in that property, right?
I imagine, yeah. I would hope it's rented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a business that he actually owns.
Makes sense.
So he owns the property with one company and has a business in
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, like more so just trying to get an understanding of. I know he owns a few other properties. Maybe it's not this one, but I'm sure we can do business in some capacity.
Okay. I will let him know.
You're the best. When should I call back if I don't hear back? When should I call back if I haven't heard back anything?
I'm not entirely sure.
A couple days,
in and
Monday.
out a lot. He's in and out a lot because he's half retired. So
Makes sense. He should enjoy it.
And yeah, so I have no clue when he's actually going to be in the building.
All right. Well, look, I'll try back again early next week if I don't hear back.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you.
So it's like, look, if you want to earn like $100,000 a year, keep in mind that you can earn $100,000 a year doing just about literally anything. Okay, you can make $100,000 a year, whether it's real estate, or selling freaking pens. Hello, Ron. No, Ron. Right? Hey, David.
Who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Henry. I was looking for David Lake, please.
Okay, he's not available right now. Can I take a message?
Sure. My name is Henry, Henry.
Okay.
And my direct line at my office is 908-216-6532.
Okay, I will give him the message.
You're the best. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. So it's like, I think that, people think that like, it's so like the biggest problem is they don't just stick with it long enough, right? Like if you want to make $100,000, just stick with it long enough and you'll probably make $100,000 doing almost anything. I mean, for God's sakes, teachers make $100,000 a year. Okay. Like, come on now. Right. If a teacher can eventually make $100,000 a year in most areas in the country, right, because of their tenure. Hey, Craig. Good chat. Right. It's like, for God's sakes, any salesperson can make $100,000. I mean, like any business can make $100,000. Again, I don't care what you sell, you can make it.
If you know your parties.
So, but if you want to start making several $100,000 a year, right? Like, guess what? You might have to work longer hours than you have never expected. You might have to say no to more things than you've never expected. You might have to, make sacrifices that you never thought about making beforehand. You might have to, learn things that you've never thought you needed to learn in order to make several $100,000 a year, right? And that's just scratching the surface of entrepreneurship, right? Again, when you want to make seven figures, you start realizing that, okay, like grossing seven figures, right? Hey, Gary. All right. Grossing seven figures and netting seven figures are two different things. Hello?
Again, press any key.
Right? Two very, very different things. Right? And so many of us get caught up in the idea like, oh, I'm going to make $1 million a year and it's going to be a year.
Thank you for calling Critical Point Sustainable Consulting, Division of TRC.
What's up, Vitaly? How you doing? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm guessing it's really late in your time. But yeah, it's like these people think you're going to make $1 million in a year. It's probably just not going to happen. What I would tell you is saying like, hey, like if I wanted to net $1 million in a year, what would need to happen in order to do that, right? Map that all out and say, hey, I want to do this by year 5 or year 10. And the odds of you actually accomplishing that are set, infinitely higher than saying I want to do this in 12 months, right? Now you can ask yourself, like, how would I do it if I wanted to net in, like, if you want to make $1 million in the next 12 months, what would you need to do? Okay, well, if we break it down, let's say you make 5% commission on average by double ending commercial real estate deals, right? To make $1 million net, right? $1 million in total at 5% commission is 20 million, but that's not net. You're obviously going to have some expenses, right? So you might have to sell between 25 million and 40 million, depending on what your expenses look like, right? And that, by the way, is just net taxable income. That doesn't even go to the point of saying, one second. That doesn't even go to the point of saying net cash in your bank account after taxes, right? If you want to do that, you have to, take your $1 million in your checking account, add taxes, and then you have to add all your expenses and then add taxes on top of that, right? So it's like, keep in mind that like, hey, like, okay, if I want to make $1 million, I want to have $1 million in my checking account at the end of this year, as an example, if you wanted to do that. Okay, great. Well, then you need to, let's say your expenses are $20,000 a month. Okay. Now you're going to take $1 million in your checking account plus $20,000 a month, which is 240 grand. That's $1.24 million. Now you're going to take taxes out of the equation. You have to add back taxes, which will probably be at least about 40%. Okay. Depending on where you are and if you don't invest your money. Okay. So now you have to add back, let's just say now you're at around like $1.6 million or $1.8 million, maybe even 2 million to be safe, right? Let's say $2 million, right? So if you're at 2 million, you have to earn $2 million a year to take home cash in your checking account, right? Okay, cool. Right now you don't have a plan. It's like, okay, well now how do I make 2 million? Well, 2 million at 5% commission and double ending commercial real estate deals is $40 million in sales a year. Okay, now I have a plan. But it's like,
Mailbox number.
what you're also then forgetting is the fact that like, oh, I might have to have a team that sells $40 million in real estate a year. That means I don't make 100% of every dollar we gross, right? Plus you have broker commissions and other things you have to pay out. So you might actually have to net to you before broker fees, 2.2 or 2.3 or 2.4 or 2.5 million dollars, right? Before your broker fees. Now you're at 2.5 million, but that's if you net it to you to net $1 million in your checking account. Hey, Jay? Okay. Right. So now it's like if you add on having a team, and that means you're not making the full 5% to you every single time. Now it's like, okay, well, now instead of making $2.5 million, you might have to make $4 million because you're paying out a third, of all the commissions as an example, or 50%. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Rob. My name is Henry. I was calling you about a building that you have on Route 35 in Keyport. How you doing?
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy. Sorry about that. Have a great day. So, think about it. If you want to make, $2.5 million a year so you can net $1 million cash in your checking account, but you have a team and you pay them 50% of every deal you have, you might need to make $5 million in GCI, which is $100 million. 5%, turns into $100 million in total sales in order to net cash $1 million, right? So
7, 4.
It's like these nuances that nobody thinks about. Or it's like, I want to make $1 million. And then you realize like, okay, if you gross $1 million, it's actually not making $1 million because you have expenses and you have broker fees and you have a team split and you have this split and other splits. And all of a sudden, like your checking account only has like 180 grand in it afterwards. You're like, I just made $1 million and I don't have 180 grand. What the hell?
Please leave a message at the tone.
Javier says, what is the most important thing to look for when joining a commercial real estate brokerage as a new agent? Hello? Yeah, hi. I was looking for Tom.
Yes. He is already gone for the day. His normal day off. So we won't be back until tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'll call back tomorrow then. Thanks so much.
Very good. All right.
Bye. So it's like the first most important thing is a mentor. You want to make sure that you're aligning with a good mentor. Okay. More than anything, more than the technology, more than the fees, more than the commission splits, more than What does the brokerage do? What do they specialize in? All that kind of stuff. You want a great mentor. If you can find a great mentor, you're probably going to get a way better result no matter what.
Well,
Hey, I was looking for, is this Miss Little?
this is Janine Bauer call.
Wrong number. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Wrong number. So, because you can go to a brokerage that sucks, you can have a terrible team, terrible split at the brokerage, pretty high fees or whatever it is, bad technology, right? But you have an amazing mentor who's great at coaching and training and gives you a lot of guidance and holds your hand through everything. You can do really well there, right? You might have limited, stunted growth, but you'll still do much better than a place. Now, look, hey, Tom?
No, it's Bill.
Okay, I might have the wrong number, but I was looking for the property owner of a building on Trenton Lakewood Road.
Yeah, 3 Trenton Lakewood Road.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I was calling.
He's out for the day.
Oh, sorry, same number. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, bye. That was weird. Yeah. So, but like, look, you want obviously everything. You want every box checked. You want to be at a great brokerage with unlimited unlimited no cap potential, right? Like unlimited potential. You want to be a part of a brokerage that also has very low fees, right? As high as splits as possible. You want to also be, I know that brokerage should have decent technology, right? Decent. You can pay for all the rest of the stuff most of the time, right? Then on top of that, you want to make sure you're aligned with a great team or a great individual, great mentor, and you're going to have much better success that way. Obviously, if you're interested in getting into the real estate business, you want to join my team, you can go in the description down below and you can book a call with me specifically. We can see if it's a good fit for you or not. Love to chat with you, Javier. Daryl says, hey, Henry, I'm new to your channel. I'm a residential wholesaler looking to transition to commercial. Do you recommend? Yeah, hi, I was looking for Andre, please.
He's not here right now. You want to leave a message?
Is there a better time for me to call back?
Later on, maybe closer towards like 4 or 5.
All right, I can call back then. Thank you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, all right, Daryl says, I'm looking to transition to commercial. Do you recommend getting licensed? I do recommend getting licensed in commercial, but join a commercial real estate company that gives you flexibility like EXP Commercial does for me, because I can wholesale deals and it doesn't matter. They don't care. Hey, Jack?
Hi, I am a Google virtual assistant.
You just need to be a part of a brokerage. You can't be a part of a residential brokerage and, try to sell commercial real estate because they're not going to let you wholesale deals, right? And then you get caught in this weird thing. The reason why I always recommend getting your license. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry. I was looking. Yeah, my name is Henry, and I'm looking for the property owner of a building on Furler Street in Totowa.
Yes, that's my husband. I can take your number and have him get back to you. But what's it in reference to?
Yeah, I run an investment company in town, and I'm going through a 1031 exchange. Need to move some money for tax purposes, and I was just curious if you and the family would consider selling the building for a good price.
Okay, so Henry, and what's your last name?
Eisenstein, EISENSTEIN.
Okay, and your number.
The number I just called you on is fine. You can just call me back here, or I can tell you.
Call me back on that one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll give him the message.
You're the best. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yep.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Yeah. So the reason why I always recommend getting your license is because in commercial real estate, not every single deal makes sense to wholesale it, right? Like because there's not always a lot of spread, but everybody thinks that through the lens of wholesaling, if they're a wholesaler, like that's your lens, right? But all of a sudden, like a deal, it's like $2 million. You might only have 50 grand in a spread, and you might as well just take a $50,000 commission because then you can net the whole thing, right? Instead of double closing because you don't want someone to see your fees. And plus, like most of the time, it's not like you're gonna have bigger than 5 or 6%.
At the tone.
So getting a license is just a little bit more helpful. EXP Commercial is a pretty affordable place to hang your license to. That's just my 2 cents. You don't need a license. I recommend it though. Javier says, how can you know if you have a good mentor? What's up, Ronan? How you doing? Yeah, Javier, how do you know when you have a good mentor? Well, a couple things. Number one, it's easy to get a hold of them. Number two, they have the results you want. Number 3, they are very giving with their time and with their energy and with their information, their expertise, right? They must have very giving energy. They're very open-minded. They're really, they're willing to share with you information and time that most others won't. And they will do this consistently because that's who they are, right? Like, so I've been doing that for my mentees, my team forever, right? It's just how I live my life. So, keep in mind that, in my opinion, I think you'll know very quickly if it's not a good fit or not, but most people just get too stuck and they're not willing to switch brokerages. And then they get caught up and they're at a brokerage that they're not thrilled about. So just be careful, ask a lot of good questions, they should have other mentees that they've worked with. Another great example to how to know if you have a good mentor, they should have a lot of other good mentees, right? Like, think about it. Like, they should have worked with a lot of other people, and they should have all gotten decent results, right? So, hey, Robert.
Again, press any.
Okay. Thoughts on Unique Realty? I've never heard of it. So that kind of gives you my 2 cents on it. Never heard of it. I have no opinion on it. Would have to do my own research. Hey, Will.
Please leave your message for.
No, Will. Guys, we're going to keep going to about 11:45-ish. We got 20-ish minutes to go. 11:45, maybe 11:50 or so. I have a 12 o'clock Zoom I need to prepare for.
Your call has been forwarded to.
We have our coaching call today. Do you recommend joining a team as a new agent? 100%. I recommend joining a team and being a part of a team for probably the first few years.
Been forwarded to voicemail.
Because then you get all this education and typically can make decent money faster when you're a part of a team because you're jumping into like processes and systems and even leads from a team. You might make a little bit less commission, right? You're going to get more aggressive splits because you've never sold anything and you're on a team, so you have a team split and everything else. But they're going to cover costs. They're going to give you leads typically. They're going to show you everything you're going to need to know, and you're going to learn so much. So you can basically spend a 2 to 5 year period of time with the team, learn everything you need to know to then possibly do it on your own. But also, I know a lot of people they're not built to be entrepreneurs, right? They're just not.
If you're calling about the
Right? A lot of people are built to be on a team, right? Like, they're built to be a good number 2 or a good number 7, and then they want to go build their own company. But if you're not at a good number 1, it's going to be very hard for you to build, right? Like, if you're not a good ops person, it will be a difficult thing to build a company, build a team, right? For yourself, right? So sometimes you just need to know yourself, and sometimes you're like, hey, like, I have people who make $200,000 a year on our team, and they're okay with it, And why wouldn't they be? They're making a few $100,000 a year, and they don't really have much overhead, right? So like we inherit their overhead, right? So, right? It's like you got to just know yourself. Some people want to go off and make tens of millions of dollars, or so they think, right? Like, or that's my goal, right? Like, I want to make tens of millions of dollars, right? I think I'm capable of achieving that. And, maybe I'm naive for thinking that. Maybe I'm not. I don't know until I've achieved it.
This is Rosie.
I'm sorry, I have the wrong number.
Hello?
Sorry. Yeah, I spoke to them.
leave a message after the tone.
Got a lot of people following up. All right. Yeah, so Daryl, you're very welcome.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 9-1.
You are very welcome. Again, if you guys are interested in joining EXP Commercial or joining my team, possibly working alongside with me, getting my guidance and mentorship, and you don't want to join the coaching program, you can do that by just going to the description down below and just join EXP Commercial, join EXP. Click the link. And yeah, I'm looking for Mel, please.
Medical appointment?
Okay, I have the wrong number. Realistically, how much will a new agent make in their first year on average? You know, anywhere between 0 and 50 grand, 100 grand, somewhere in that range, depending on how many good deals you find. You know, I had an agent just close, in his first year, he closed on a $21 million deal, right? So there was a big commission check for that, right? And then I have people where in their first year, they closed, I think he closed 8 deals in his first year and did very, very well. And then I have people who also did nothing, right? In their first year, they closed nothing, right? So they didn't find any good opportunities. They didn't work hard. They never made all their calls every day, right? They kept saying that they were going to make their calls. They kept saying that they were doing the work. They kept saying that they would do this or that, and they just never did it. They didn't give it enough effort. And they end up reaping the rewards of what they sowed, which was nothing. Right. So it just depends, right? Just depends. You can do one big deal and make decent money. You can do lots of smaller deals, make some good money, or you could work your ass off and, or so you think, and you can make nothing, right? It's all dependent on like the deals that you find, right?
Hello, you may leave a message.
Right. Because if you go your entire first year and you don't prospect as much as you think you should, like, and again, by the way, I'm saying like, hey, Clyde. All right. And like, I'm talking about like 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 hours a day, 5 minimum days a week. I mean, that is going to cause a lot of financial pain. Yeah. Hi, I'm looking for
the police department. Can I help?
I have the wrong number. Sorry about that. My apologies.
Okay, thanks. No problem.
Cold calling a police department. Jesus Christ.
Thank you for calling Cedarwood Madison.
Gonna get myself arrested. Oh my goodness. Do I still do residential at all? Kind of. So I refer. I have a residential part of their team, of a team.
Hi, you've reached Katie South.
So, my partner, we have 180 agents on our residential team, and I refer out my residential business to the team to handle, and we have a nice split. So I give all my residential business to my team. They handle the rest of it. I don't have to see a property, tour a property, go to a listing appointment, anything. And most of the time it's all referral anyway. So I just they're like, oh yeah, like, hey, our friend said we should use you. I'm like, okay, here you go. Talk to my agent, John will take great care of you.
You're calling Kipstown?
And that's it. So the short answer is yes, I do residential deals a year. My dog is snoring. It's adorable. Just hear her snoring. Super loud snores. Such a little dog. She snores like crazy.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Sorry, the mailbox belonging to 73285599049.
Do you have an asset class that you prefer right now? We always focus on the top 3, right? I'm a big retail, industrial, multifamily guy. I like those 3 asset classes. I like small bay flex industrial. I like shopping centers, like larger shopping centers with multi-tenants, small little stores, right? Lots of small little stores. And multifamily, obviously non-rent controlled, good locations, value add product, buying at a good price per unit, right? So I think each has their own little niche, right? Like, when it comes to multifamily and industrial. Sorry, I'm looking for Ralph, please.
I'm not sure if he's in or not yet. I guess just calling.
Yeah, my name is Henry. I was calling him about a property he owns in town.
In reference to?
Building on Convery Boulevard.
Okay, in reference to what with that?
I'm an investor in the area, and I'm trying to sell off a few properties of mine. So I was curious if you might be open to buying something else in town.
Okay, yeah, his daughter is owns Section 21.
I own the property. So then, yeah, if she wants to call me, she can call me.
Yeah, I can put you through to her. Hold on 1 second.
Sure. I'll talk to a dumb realtor. I'm just kidding.
Doctor speaking.
Yeah, hi, Barbara, you said? Yeah, hi, my name is Henry. I was calling about a building that I guess your father, Ralph, owns on Convery Boulevard.
Yes, Sunrise Village.
Yeah, so two things. I was giving you a call for two reasons. One, my partners and I have a development deal on Water Street. I don't know if you have anybody who might be interested in buying a development in Perth Amboy on Water Street. I don't know if your father would or anybody else. We're open to hearing offers. I mean, we owned it was an 8-family and then it burnt down to the ground. Sadly, everyone's okay, but thank God. But it's now just dirt and we're trying to get approvals to build. So we might consider selling the dirt.
Okay.
And then
how much are you asking per unit?
Again, it's a development. So we haven't even gotten approvals yet, but that's why I'm saying we're open to hearing offers. We haven't decided on a price that we want to sell it for, but trying to see if anybody else might just have an idea of what they want to pay. And then do you think Ralph would ever consider selling the building here on Convery Boulevard?
I think he might.
What do you think he'd want for that?
He might. Because I just sold the one we did at 8-family in South Amboy, and I sold that a year ago.
How much did you get for that one?
Oh, I got great numbers. I got like $540,000 a unit.
That's amazing.
Yes, probably one of the highest comps in Middlesex County.
Nice job. That's awesome.
So we sold that one. I mean, that had underground parking, and it was just a nice building.
Sure. What do you think you would want for Convery?
I'd have to double check with him and see if he'd be open to it.
Okay.
Because he's got other people involved in that one. So let me take your number, Henry, and give you a call back.
Sure. Why don't we do that? My direct line is 908 216 6532.
6532. All right, well, let me speak to him today, and I'll get back to you later this afternoon or tomorrow.
You're the best. Sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. All right. On to the next. Went decently well. Who knows? Yeah, so right now, I think, stick to just good or great value add deals. Great value add deal. Properties you can find for a discount, either warehouses, shopping centers, multifamily apartments. That's the clean, easy, simple way to think about it. I want to skip trace residential and start wholesaling commercial real estate. How do I get started? How do you get started? I would get into a software like Reonomy, Crexi, or CoStar. Get any one of those software. You can start exporting lead lists, and then you can start prospecting them that day, right? You can literally take, a lead list from any one of those softwares, throw it into a dialer like Mojo, which is what I'm calling right now with. And that's it. You can literally get started today.
Forwarded to voicemail.
As fast as you can get a lead list. That's the best way I would do it. Oren says, I would love to get into commercial, but literally everyone tells me I need a degree in finance or a CACIM at least. That is a complete falsehood. Literally,
Listen carefully. Our menu.
I'm not listening at all. No. I think that's the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life. I think that, you can join something like my coaching program. You can join plenty of brokerages out there. You can join my team, my brokerage, and get all the guidance you can possibly imagine. I don't have a college degree. Okay. I'm a 2-time college dropout and I'm proud of it. And I think that's the exact opposite of what I would ever tell anybody. You do not need a degree. And you do not need CCIM, because I think CCIM is it's good, but it's not something that I ever recommend that somebody actually needs in order to be successful in commercial real estate. I think CCIM is, it's built this nice brand, which is cool. But you need to learn how to prospect. You need to learn how to evaluate properties.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have the wrong number. My apologies. I know who they are. Right. You need to prospect. You need to learn how to prospect, learn how to do follow-up. Hey, Frank.
Again, press any key.
Prospecting, follow-up, evaluating properties, how to find buyers and how to pitch deals. Right.
Hello?
I clicked text already as soon as I heard the voicemail. That's the simple part, right? Like you can get started. Jesus Christ. And you get started that way. That's it, right? Like, and obviously other things you can learn, but like, it's all nuance, right? How to build a team, leadership, finding the right software, hiring, firing, managing, building great culture, right? I mean, like, you're not going to get that from a fucking degree. Rudy says, how did you ever get over any mental blocks early in your career? Was the first million a challenge? Of course it's a fucking challenge. Yeah, man. It's a challenge every day still to keep up, right? But you just get better, right? Like you get better at the game, right? Like it just becomes more, second nature to do and make, different moves, certain moves versus people who don't, right? Like it's like if you've never achieved it, you don't know how to do it. But once you've done it, you're like, oh, okay, if I just do this over and over and over again, I'll probably achieve the same result, right? And then you realize like, okay, well, not only if I do it over and over and over again, I'll achieve X result, but if I teach a bunch of other people how to do X and they do it over and over and over again, I'll get X times that result, right? So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about this weird nuance about that. I also think that like I've always just had a decently long-term like mindset about things. Like I've always just said like I knew it would take a long time to see success. But yeah, I was looking for Sam, please.
He's at the office at the moment.
Sorry, wrong number then. Sorry. I'm at this point. I only got about 10 more minutes and I'm going to log off. 5 to 10 more minutes. So it's like the biggest thing I can tell you is that, guys, like you just have, like if you want to make $1 million a year, you have to work 60, 80, 100 hours a week for years, for years straight, right? It is a long day. Every day I go to bed exhausted. I lay down in bed and I'm fucking exhausted every single day, except for, maybe Saturdays because I take off, for,
Has been forwarded to
to be with family and everything. So like, right? Like that, guys, I'm fucking exhausted every day. I go to bed exhausted. Sometimes I wake up tired, but I'm also excited to go crush the day. It's literally like sleep is just a piece of life that we all have to do. But like I go to bed when I'm fucking tired and that's it. Right? Like I just work until I can't work anymore. I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I was up at 6:30 the day before and I'm just doing that every single freaking day, nonstop, every single day that I can. Because I want to freaking make it at a level that most people don't. And if you don't want to, make it to that level, hey, Alan, I've also had very bad luck today for an hour. We called for an hour. We have not gotten any decent leads today. I'm kind of upset about it, but a little upsetting. But that's averages, right? Law of averages.
Tina, I can't get to the phone right now, so please leave a message. And
Law of averages. That's it, Rudy. Just like again, like if you want something different, you got to do something different. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I was looking for Mario, please.
Mario, no, you have the wrong number.
Wrong number. Sorry about that. Have a great day. So again, guys, look, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to pause the dialer and we'll let these run out. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you're interested in joining my team or EXP commercial, make sure you go in the description down below. Click and join EXP. Book a call. Would love to chat with you. If you're interested in getting... I'm sorry, I have the wrong number. Sorry about that. And if you're interested in getting higher levels of support when it comes to prospecting, you can join our SKOOL community. It's literally the most affordable way to get mentorship and coaching. It's once a week training for 30 minutes with me. It's down in the description down below, literally $27 a month, super affordable. If you're looking for super high level accountability, super high level group coaching, private group coaching with me, then you got to join the Millionaires Club. Again, in the description down below, you can book a call. It says what you want to be. Do you want me as your coach? You can click the link in the description down below. Other than that, guys, I'm just here to support you. Watch all the free content. Does not matter to me. Be a free content follower for the rest of your life. I just want to help you get to the results that you desire in your life. I appreciate you following the journey. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.